So to get started with this, if it's your very first time setting up a calendar, what you can do is go ahead and click on calendars in the sidebar here on the left, and then go ahead and click on go to calendar settings if this page is empty. This will then go ahead and redirect you to the calendar settings within the back end of the platform. However, if this isn't your first time setting up a calendar and you already have a calendar within this page, you won't see the calendar settings icon here. To find this, go ahead and click on the settings icon down here in the bottom left corner. And then on the left-hand side panel, go ahead and click on calendars under business services. And this will bring you to the same page as we were at before. So to get started, go ahead and click on the new calendar button. And we were prompted with 5 different calendar options. We have service calendar, simple calendar, round robin, class booking, and collective booking. Now we're actually going to be making separate videos on each of these calendars and what they mean. However, in this case, we're going to just create a standard discovery call calendar. So for this, we're going to use round robin to include all of our staff members into the one meeting calendar. If you'd like a tutorial that is more specific on an individual calendar type, go ahead and check out our tutorial playlist to find a video that's more specific to an individual calendar type. However, for the purpose of this tutorial, let's stick with round robin and go ahead and click select. Now this is going to open up a new page, which is going to ask us to insert our calendar name, team members, custom URL, and a bunch of other information. So let's go ahead and start filling that out right now. Once we've filled in the calendar name, in this case, we're going to do discovery call. You can go ahead and select your team members that you want to add to this calendar. In this case, because it's a discovery call and a round robin, we have the option to add all of our team members so that the calendar can see who's available at the time of booking and prioritize the person to give the booking to. We can also create a custom URL so that we can navigate to the calendar booking page much easier. Once you've set up your custom URL, you can then set up your meeting duration. Standard is usually about 60 minutes, and then your booking availability. So once you're happy with how everything looks on this page so far, go ahead and click on confirm and it will create your calendar within this page. You can also preview the calendar here and it will give you a quick embed code and a link for you to view it. However, in this case, we're going to close this page and we're going to click on the 3 dots here underneath action dropdown and we're going to click on edit. This is going to pull up the advanced settings within our calendar and allow us to customize a lot more. So to start here in meeting details, you can actually create a calendar logo that you can input directly into here, which will show up on the calendar booking side for your prospects. Now again, we have the calendar name and a description. So if you'd like to type in a description for your calendar, you can go ahead and insert it in here. Again, we have custom URL, which we set earlier. And we also have a meeting invite title, which will show up on the title or subjects within the prospects, as well as our meeting invites. So if you'd like to customize this, you can do so in here. And then finally down below, we have appointment distribution. So we've selected the team members that we want to be added to our calendar, but we've also have the option to optimize for availability or optimize for equal distribution. So what this means is we can optimize for availability and add priorities to different team members, or if we'd like to optimize for an equal distribution so that everybody gets a equal number of bookings every single week. In this case, we're going to select optimize for availability and move through these options. So you have the options here for each individual employee to select high, medium, or low priority. In this case, I'm going to select high priority for the main account. And then this test employee account, I'm going to select low priority. You also have the option here for custom. So whether you want the invite to go to a Zoom meeting, a Google meeting, a phone, or a full address. Same thing here on all the other employees' accounts. We can select Zoom, Google Meet, phone, or full address. In this case, we're going to hit Zoom. Now it's going to pop up an error here for me because we don't have a Zoom account connected to this test tutorial account. However, if you followed the previous tutorials, you should have a Zoom account set up and integrated within your profile, and that will go ahead and pre-populate within here and then create a custom meeting location for people to book in and get automatically set up in. And if you'd like to customize the color of the event for organizational purposes, you can go ahead and select between these colors here. Now, once you're happy with all of this, you can go ahead and move on to the next setting, which is availability. Now in here, this is where we set up weekly available hours for the entire calendar. So in this case, we've set Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Again, if you'd like to change any of these, click on the time and select a new one. Or if you'd like to delete any of them, go ahead and click on the delete icon here. You can also add date-specific hours. So for example, if you know that on the Friday, the 26th of April, that in the morning, your whole team have a briefing, then you can go ahead and just select the entire calendar to not accept any bookings before 11 a.m. And you can go ahead and hit submit. And then on that day, the 26th of April, 2024, the available hours, although within the calendar is 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., it will be overridden to 11 a.m. to 5 p.m., ensuring that your team can make it to the briefing and they don't have any double bookings. Finally, down below, you have the option to create this as a recurring meeting. In this case, we're going to leave it blank. And we also have a bunch of different options here, such as meeting intervals, meeting durations, minimal scheduling notice, date range, etc. So if any of these you're unsure about, go ahead and hover over the eye icon to get a description of what this means. However, we're going to leave this blank for now, but please go ahead and check out what each of these settings mean and then fill in the relevant information that you need to be customized for your business. Once everything looks good on this page to you, go ahead and click on the next option, which is forms and payments. Now this will allow us to set a custom form for our calendar, as well as redirect any prospects to a confirmation page or just give them a confirmation message, as well as add a Facebook pixel. So in this case, we haven't created a form yet. However, please go ahead and check out our tutorial playlist to check out how to create a custom form, which can be used across funnels, calendar invites, and websites. In this case, we're going to select the default form and then a consent checkbox that we're going to go ahead and enable. You can also select the add guests icon. This will allow the prospect to add a guest to the meeting if they so wish to do so. Finally, on the confirmation page, you can either select redirect to a URL. So if you've created a custom landing page or funnel page that you wish to redirect all calendar invites and calendar bookings to, you can go ahead and select and enter the URL within this box. If not, you can select default, which will prompt a thank you message after the prospect has gone and booked in their meeting. Finally, optional, you can also insert a Facebook pixel here. At the bottom then here, go ahead and leave auto confirm new calendar meetings enabled. This will just auto confirm all new calendar meetings and you don't have to manually confirm anything, or the prospect doesn't have to either. Next then is notifications and additional options. Now this page is really important because we can actually customize who receives notifications and what notifications get received when a prospect books into our calendar. So we can actually select the type of notification that we want to receive. In this case, we're just going to do a default acknowledgement email. We can also select who receives this notification. In this case, we're going to do the contact, so the prospect, the guest in case the prospect has added a guest, and the assigned user. We're also going to tick allow Google/Outlook calendar to send invitation and update emails to attendees. And we're also going to tick assign contacts to their respective calendar team members each time an appointment is booked. And then go ahead and tick skip assigning contact if the contact has already an assigned user. And then finally down below, we have the option to allow rescheduling, which we're going to enable, and allow canceling meeting, which we're also going to leave enabled. And we're also going to have some additional notes down here, which will be added to the acknowledgement email. So go ahead and leave this blank. So finally, go ahead and click on customizations. And this is where we're going to be able to customize the widget style of our calendar booking for our website, funnels, and other embeddable places that we want to place our calendar. So here we can put a calendar image within here. You can go ahead and click to upload an image. You can also select the Neo or Classic widget style, as well as your primary color, your background color, and the button text that you wish for the call to action to be set to. You can also go ahead and select what details is present on the widget, such as calendar title, calendar description, as well as calendar details. To preview the widget at any time, click on Preview Widget, and it'll open up a new tab showing the widget, which will be embedded on the website and show exactly as it would on a website. Finally, going back to the calendar, we also have the option to input custom code and also allow staff selection for the prospect when booking in a meeting, if that's something that we want to enable. Please bear in mind that as a widget, this is only available with the Neo widget style up here at the top and not with the classic widget style. And finally, once all these settings have been changed, go ahead and click on save up here in the top right hand corner. This will save your calendar and lock in all the settings so that the calendar is now ready to go and be shared with prospects. And then finally, you also have different tabs up here in the top left corner. If you wish to change any of these settings, go ahead and click on the respective tab. And in here, you can select preferences, availability, and connections. And so that is how you set up a meeting calendar within your ecom CRM account. Once you have this set up, it will allow prospects to visit your calendar booking page and go ahead and book in a time slot to speak with you or your team member for any reason, from discovery calls, sales meetings, customer service calls, or anything else. So I hope this tutorial helped, and please go ahead and view the links in the description if you're looking for a custom software solution, or if you want to get started on a free trial of ecom CRM.